Okay, 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 okay. We are here for today, man. That is how it goes. Hey, hey, hey. That's how it goes. So last time, we were saying something about, you know, about the things that do normally happen in the society. You understand? Things that normally happen in the society. So it depends. You can be with somebody in same country. You understand? Somebody in same country, but one of them will be telling you that their own place is very, very safe, while the other one will still be complaining that their own place is not safe. But both of them are living in the same country. You understand? So the problem of this is because others live in the city while others live in the village. That is just the true fact of this. That's just it. If you know you want to vote, like you know you have somebody that you want to vote, somebody you know is capable and is very, very capable of leading a country, the first thing you have to do is for you to make sure that you all contribute and then make it for that person, for the dream of that person to come true, for him to rule in that country. You understand? Because many countries, even when you vote for the right person, you still end up not the person you voted for. You still end up with the wrong person. Child, you still end up with the wrong person. Seriously, you still end up with the wrong person. Like for Africans, the most, the most problem we are having in Africa, the most biggest problem we are having in Africa is that Africa is not organized at all. Africa is not organized. Africa is not organized. Like one person will be on the seat more than 20 years. You can't see that. You can't see such in maybe parts of the Europe or maybe parts of US. You can't see such. Or maybe Asia country, one person ruling for more than 20 years. You can't see that. Even when that person is not even winning that election, because he is already the president, he will still manipulate the results for him to still be in that seat. For him to still be in that seat. Ah, man. And the most the most things that baffles me is that you will still see some blockhead chain that will still be supporting the person, and they will put on his shirt, the campaign, be shouting, yes, ride on, Papa, ride on, Papa. Ride on what? You have been in the seat for more than 20 years ruling, and there is nothing for the country to achieve, like no work, no electricity, no water, bad road, no security, no security. And you tell me that Africa is great, Africa is good. I, I don't even like it when people, when you are talking one thing, you are saying that Africa is not great, and most people will say that it's because of the West, that is why Africa is not great. No, 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 don't say that. See, let me tell you something. If Africa wants to be great, one person can change it for Africa to be great. You understand? Just focus, use your eyes to watch where those presidents lives, not just their house. Like, if they live like maybe nearby town, just look at that environment where they live. You will see that that environment looks like London. Like, they have street lights, they have electricity, they have water, they have they pay tax there. Like, they do different kind of things, like different kind of sports over there. Like, that place will just look like London. If you look, most of the places the presidents they stay, those African presidents where they live, the environment, these are the kind of things you find. But for them to work other places, they won't. You know why? Because they will say that it's not their business. What I mean is their business, because we voted for them for them to make sure that the country is well placed in order. But they will say it's not their problem. That is what they usually say. That is why when you watch them, they only maintain their own environment, maintain the place, the city where they live. Okay, why is it that if a president is coming to another state, maybe he wants to come to another state to visit, or maybe to visit the governor over there, why is it that that particular time the president is coming to that state, that is when the governor will remind we remember that they are going to sweep the road, they are going to paint the road. Why? For you to know that they know what they are doing. You understand? It's trying to confuse the president as well, for the president to say that the governor in that country is working very well. Because when you paint a road, you know the governor is coming like next week. You understand? And this week you decided to take workers, and for them to paint the road, they sweep it very well. The next week, when the governor uses his car to pass that road, and he sees that the road is well organized, people there are well organized, the road is okay because they painted the road. Come on, if they painted that road, the president has nothing to say, because why? He will be thinking that this road is, the governor there is doing very, very well. You understand? So that is one thing I'm saying. The governors, they are still the problem. The governor of our state, not just the president, the governor of our state, even the senators, House of Assembly. Hmm. Where are you from? Yeah, I'm Africa. Nigeria. I'm Nigeria. That's the problem. You understand? That's the problem we are having. If Africa wants to be great, one, you must choose, as in, you must make sure that the leader you are choosing is not old man. Ah, ah, make una no dey choose old man again. Don't choose old man as a leader. Stop choosing old man as a leader. It's very, very wrong. Old man is not good to lead the country. Not this. ah, the, the time of old man leading a country has already passed. You understand? We need we need vibrant, very. agile guy, like, like, let me say 50 years to 65 years is okay. Like the man will be 50 years, you understand? 50, 60. You see those ones of 70 years, 80 years. Now our grandpapa na dey vote for now. You guys are voting for our grandparents, like those ones that use walking stick to be walking, you understand? Like they don't have anything to say, like, because why? You if you are telling them something, their brain is no longer there. They just go straight to the point, the one they want to do. They don't even care if maybe something, maybe you need something or you don't need something. They don't care. If you want to vote, you vote for somebody you know that he can do something. Somebody that can, even from his place, travel to another state and find out what is going on in that state. Not somebody that will just stay at home, then they will be writing for him because he cannot write. You cannot tell me that 70, 80 years somebody can write. He cannot write because his hand will be shaking like this. It will be shaking like this, shaking like this. How can you write? People are writing for him in the office, and he cannot even shout because if you want to say something, then he has to say, maybe he wants to talk, he will just be saying, ah, like the president of Nigeria, ah, ah, ah. My God. These people are very, very funny. Like, they are very, very funny. Wetin dey vex me be say, wetin dey pepper me for dis thing be say, these people, they will be passing, they will see that the road is not good. They will just promise and say that they will do it. You understand? They will just promise like that. They are not going to do it. Oh. The reason why they are promising is for them to, is for, is for the citizen to vote for them for the next coming election. You understand? And when it's time for the next coming election, maybe 2 months, 2 or 3 months to, you see them, they start promising fake promises. They start saying, um please vote. I still They will still start saying, they will start using the word please vote for me, one more time, one more time. I have a work to finish, I'm not done with the work. And you people will still go ahead and vote for that person one more time because he said that he has a work and he's sharing bag of rice, and maybe he's sharing bag of rice and some little token of money, and you don't have a choice. You decide to vote for that person again so that he can. Aye, but this thing they pay me. Yeah, I'm angry. I'm angry, man. Come on. It's very, very wrong. Very, very wrong. Very, 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 very wrong. If you want Africa to be great, if you want, and you know you want Africa to be great, one, before you vote, you must know the person you are voting. You must know the person you are voting. For you to know the person you are voting very well, let me give you an expo. For you to know the person you are voting very well, let me give you an expo. For example, before somebody come out as president, like you want to vote for the person as a president, one, maybe the person has already been a governor before, or maybe he has he has been in, maybe working in a house of assembly, or maybe as, you understand, you know what I mean, or maybe as a local government chairman, anyone that he has been. Then you use your sense, your brain, to check out what he has done when he was a governor, or maybe when he was in House of Assembly or House of Parliament, or anyone, or maybe when he was a local chairman, you check out what he has done. If what he has done, even if he has not done anything, because most of them come out and they are businessmen, they just come out as presidents, then you vote for them, right? But before such person come out, you have to check what he has done in the past. If he has a good record, you understand? Many of them don't have a good record. Many of them, they take out money from the country, they take it to abroad, maybe store it or save it over there, you understand? Then you just have to check out what this person has done for the society to even progress. If he has done nothing and he has a bad record, and he used to take money out, take money out, take money. You have, you don't even have to put his name over there, even talking about that you want to vote for such person. You understand? Because even if he has to promise you that if he become the president, that this is what he's going to do, he's going to change, he's going to make Africa great, he's going to do this, all those are lies. You understand? He's not going to do anything. Trust me, trust yourself. He's not going to do anything. You understand? That is why you have to forget such people. Because why? If he has that opportunity to become president, and you allow him and he become president and he sits on that chair, then he's not going to do anything. Highest what he can do is take money every month. They will be talking about money, 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 money. You won't hear a word like we need security. Even if they say we need security, they won't do such. You will never see security. Even if he said that there will be water, good road, electricity, you will never see such thing. That is why you have to dive such people. You understand? That is why. That is why. Not all the time you see something like this, man. You have to know the kind of people you are putting as a president. Imagine, look at Burkina Faso. Can't you see? Don't you love the young man? Ibrahim Traore, don't you like him? He's a great man. Look at what he's doing in Burkina Faso, making Burkina Faso people proud again. Not just Burkina Faso, he's making we all as Africa proud again. You understand? I'm not, I'm not from Burkina Faso, I'm Africa, but we are all Africa, which he's making me and we all as Africa proud. Because imagine he's the president of Africa as a whole. How wish he can be president of Africa as a whole. I could have loved it. You understand? I could have loved it. There are some things that need changes, and those change, before those things can be changed, you have to take action. Without action, you can never change anything, and without action, you can never achieve it. You understand? That is why when you see such thing, you grab it by force. When you don't grab it by force, they grab it for you. And when they grab it for you, they put you less. They will be at the top, they will put you less. And when they put you less, you cannot speak out. Because why? How can you speak out when they are already putting you less, and this is how they look you? This is how they look you. That is how all these governor presidents, or that is how they look at us, and we put them in that seat. And when we speak, the next thing they want to do is send their thoughts on you. Maybe they can do you anything. You understand? They can do you anything. You would, like Africa, you go, you watch. They don't even act. No good, nothing, nothing. Like everything is very, very rough. Everything is rough. Nothing is well organized. Everything is rough. No road, no lights, no electricity. You go to the internet, you see most people commenting and saying that they have light. There is no light, there is no good thing. There isn't. Wow. That's how it's supposed to be. That is how it's supposed to be. For you to get something, you need to take it gradually. With that, you don't do things gradually, you can never get to that position. You see all these our leaders, they do travel, you understand? Then all of them they do travel all the time. Now imagine, okay, now let me ask you people this question. If any of your leaders, if they are sick or they have problem, they are sick, or maybe their children, their family member, or any one of them is sick, don't you see that they used to fly them out of the country? They take them to abroad for treatment. But if the citizen is sick, they take the citizen, we go to the local ones in their country, you understand? Then when you tell them you don't have good hospital, the ruler of the countries, yeah, we call them the ruler of the countries because what can you do to them? The ruler of the countries, they will speak out and tell you that we have good hospital, that it's just that we are not well organized. We have good hospital, and when their own children or their own family member is sick or they are sick, they fly them out to abroad. So if we have good hospital, why flying them out to abroad? They should still use the hospital the citizens are using in their own country. You don't have to fly them out to abroad. Even if they don't fly them out to abroad, they will call the doctor in abroad to, they will fly him to Africa for the doctor to treat them. You understand? That shows you that we have nothing in Africa. There is nothing that is working apart from the farm. It's the only thing that is working in Africa is just only the farm. Maybe you wake up. Yes, the only thing that is working in Africa is just the farm. Maybe you wake up, you go to farm. If you are the kind of somebody that used to go to farm, you go to farm, you cut cassava, like just like the president of Nigeria is say cassava, ewa, abado. These people are really, really funny. You understand? They are funny. I still keep on saying this. They are funny. And they are really, really using the citizens a lot. Because how can one person rule and after that person is done ruling and when he's out, same problem you will still have. It's either you have somebody that is like that person that did not rule very well that year, or you will have somebody that is even more worse than him that ruled that year. Why can't you have somebody that is even better than the one that go out? All everything in Africa is worst, worst, worst. If this person rule today, if this president should rule today, when he's gone, the one that will come in will be more worse than the one that go out. Why can't we have the one that is even more better, little better. Because in all Africa, I haven't seen anyone like that, except the ones that is taking, except the ones that take the country by force and maybe by true military, then they will start ruling the country very well. If not, others, I see nothing. They are all the same. Seriously, they are all the same. Just making use of the citizens, take money out to the country, take resources out, sell, eat the money, bring other people to come invest. Take out. Man, these people are really using us a lot. And things has to be changed. Things has to change. Things has to change. Things has to change. If not, it will remain the same like this next 200 years to come. They said Africa is Africa slaves. They talk about slaves in Africa, right? But when you look at it, it seems like even up to now, Africa is still slaves. Yes, nah, because they talk about slaves back, and they say that our great grandparents, which they were the ones that fought for us, and then today we are no longer a slave. But sometimes when you look at things, when you look at it, it will seems like Africa is still a slave. You understand? Because why? They don't have that mentality for them, you know, to make things right for themselves. They always depend on the West. You understand? They complain they don't depend on the West. They always depend on the West, by going calling out for money. But the same time, seems like Africans don't have that power for them to do things by themselves in their own country without taking permission from the West. I think they take permission before they do anything they want to do, which I see that as a slave. You understand? I see it like that. I see it like that as a slave. Then things are getting bad all the time. You understand? Things are getting bad all the time, which is very bad, not good. It's very bad, not good. Things has to be done for things to change. Things has to be done. Hmm. Think about things has to be done. If not, it will remain like this next 200 years to come. Things has to be done. Imagine only Africa self for the see, and you know things. No. Sometimes I wonder how how I want. Sometimes I just wonder if that is how did I become Africa, because sometimes I, I'm ashamed of them, very ashamed of them. They don't tell themselves the truth. Those leaders, they don't tell themselves the truth, because if they tell themselves the truth, how can you travel out and then you see beautiful things outside? They have good, everything is good, even the hospital, everything, and then you come back from that abroad you went to, and then you as the president that went to that abroad, when you come back, you don't even think about your own citizen. What you just think about is how to take more money from the country. And then when you take more money from the country, you send it, or you send it to abroad, or maybe you save it for yourself and for your own family. Imagine a president, hello, hey, how are you, and you save it for your own, for your own children. Is that is too bad, very 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 bad. Chill guy, how are you? That is very very bad, very very bad. Africa needs to stand up and do things the way it's supposed to be done. To be truthful, if things is not done right now, I mean, it can never be done again. That means it will remain like that next 200 years. It will remain like that next 200 years. It's very, very, very bad. You understand? We as Africans, we need to have that leader that leader that love his own citizen. You understand? That leader that have that heart and say that yes, I love my citizen and I want to do this. You understand? What's contrary? Yeah, Nigeria, 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 Nigeria. Thanks so much. You know, we need that. We need that that person that we will vote for, and that person will take the citizens words when they speak it, we take their words very serious. Yes, I should speak was in Nigeria, I saw it as well. It was in Nigeria. Where are you from? Where are you from? You understand? That is what we need. We need somebody that can take us very serious, man. That is what we need. I'm always angry when I see things like this. Things are not working out, and people think Africa's supposed to Africa a giant is now a laughing more. Oh God! See, Africa as a whole is a continent. You understand? Africa as a whole is a continent. Combine we all together, we are great. We are great. We are too much. Intelligent, we have it. Everything we have it. But what we don't have is a good leader. The leaders we have are very, very greedy. They are very greedy up to the point that we don't even know why the reason why they are being greedy. You understand? They are too greedy, very, very greedy. It's very wrong. Too greedy, man. Too greedy. Now, imagine you said you are coming as a president, you want to rule, and you already have the money before you becoming a president. Then, for you to become a president, most of them come in because they want they want to have fame. You understand? Yeah, most of them become president because they want to have fame, and they also want the world to know that yes, they have once ruled Nigeria, or they have once ruled Africa. You understand? Now the main point or things that is here is that if you have already made name, because somebody that has already made money has already made name before becoming a president. Now if you have already made name and made money before becoming a president, then once you become a president, you you do those things that you are supposed to do. You make your citizens, the country, proud of you. I am from Ethiopia. Oh, Ethiopia. Hello to my Ethiopia people. Hello, hello. Then once you become that president, Man, do those things. See, do you think that if like Africa, they are, they have that opportunity, they have good roads, they have electricity, they have internet, they have they have many things like the ones in they have many things like the ones abroad have. Believe me, believe me, Africa will remain in their country, you understand? But I live in South Africa. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. You understand? That is just the true fact. That is just it. If you want your country to be great, you need that leader. Don't vote for somebody that this person is from my country, this person is from my state. I want to vote for him because he's from my state. Then come on, you have to remove that mentality out from your head. Because why? When you vote for somebody that he is from your state, you are still getting nothing. Okay, let me ask you one thing now. Let me ask you something like for example maybe for example in your family, maybe cousins or nephew, anyone, you understand, there are some call you make to them and they don't even bother to listen to you, you understand, except maybe you have made money, that is when they listen to you. If you have not, they don't care, they don't listen to you, you understand. That is same thing, that is same thing the president will do to you. That person you are trying to say that he is from your state, and because he's from your state, that is why you want to vote for him, because he's from your state, you are all together. And when he become president, your state will benefit. Are you voting for him for your state to benefit, or you are voting for him so that the country can benefit from it? Because if you are voting from somebody from your state because you want just your state to benefit, then you are getting nothing. Because when he become a president, you are getting nothing. Now watch, I know many of you that are watching me. I know many of you. Maybe you have maybe somebody as a president that is from your state. You understand? Now watch that person that is a president from your state. Just take a good look at what he has done for your state. That you are proud of him. If your state has constant lights, like they don't used to take light, then your state have good river and good water. Maybe your state, if they have the borehole, if your state have street lights, if they have good road, as a president your state supposed to have all these, you understand? Because when they call about billions, trillion, all the currency in the world they do mention, yeah, they taking it to, because why? I We don't see it. The country is like that. It's not where it's not developed. Instead, the economy will be going down, everything will be going down, and the citizens will be suffering. And you tell me that things is getting better. Things are not getting better. You understand? Things are not getting better. That's just the true fact. Things are not getting better, man. It's very, very wrong. Very wrong. Very wrong. Things are not getting better. Hmm. Man, all right. Thank you. Things are not getting better. We have to know what we are doing in life. You understand? We have to, seriously, we have to. If not, if not, Hmm. Okay, like the ongoing like the situation that is going on in Ukraine and also in Russia, you understand? The situation that is going on there. What I see there is that it seems like the war doesn't want to stop. You understand? The war don't seems to stop because why? I can remember when they started that war every time they say that they want to stop it, they want to stop it. But with the look of things, things is getting worse by worse every day, which everyone is hoping for that war to stop. And we hope so. You understand? We hope so. But with the look of things, it doesn't seem like something that wants to stop right now. I think that war will be up to there even before Donald Trump will still go out from office. That war will be there. That war will be there. But we hope before President Donald Trump go out from office, the war will stop. We hope so as well. You understand? Because we want the war to stop because people are losing their life. People are losing their life and they are losing their family as well. You understand? And which is the most reason why we want it to stop. Because we are all human. You understand? We are all human, which is the main reason why we want it to stop. That's the main thing. Life is very, very good when you have the right people beside you. You understand? Life is good when you have the right people beside you because when you have the right people beside you and you have the good leaders, come on. If you have a good leader, things will be very, very easy. Things will be difficult. You understand? When you have a good leader, things will be difficult. Everybody will enjoy it, and even the leader as well say will be so proud that yes, the citizens are enjoying him. You understand? Sometimes I ask myself, I say, does it mean that those leaders they don't see when people are suffering? Because I believe they used to watch it on TV. They don't see it. They used to see it, but they don't say anything. You understand? They don't say anything. They only say something when it's time for election, time for you to vote for them again. That is when you see them. You see them. They pull out their golden chain, pull out their golden wristwatch. They keep it at home, and you see them wear like just normal native shirt and normal shirt that is not expensive. You understand? They will come out from the streets. They start dancing and roaming around, dancing. People will be shouting for them. They will be carrying crowd. You understand? And they will be saying, "Vote for me for the second time." That this time they are going to do their best to make sure that the country is well organized. Man, there is nothing like that. You understand? There's nothing like that. You give somebody first chance. He did not do anything. You give that person second chance again. He did not do anything. Then what makes you that think that when you give him third chance, he's going to do something for you? No. When you give somebody first chance and he doesn't do that thing, really there, there's no need for you to vote for that person again. You just leave that person and go to the next chapter and vote for another person until you vote for the right one. You understand? And for you to vote for the right one, you have to watch carefully, very, very well. Watch very well. If not, you'll still remain in that position you are and the person that you vote for will be more worse than the person that has already ruled before. You'll still be in that position. That is why before you vote for a president, you don't vote because he's from your state. You vote because he can rule. He can rule and he can listen to the people. You understand? You understand? If not, you vote for person wait, we go sell your country. Are you voting for somebody that will sell your country? He will be calling a lot of money, and before you know it, he has sold out your country. For what? For what? Huh? Come on. For what? There are things you do. There are things you do. There are things you don't do. See, he never waste time. Huh? Now 1 hour already. You understand? Yeah, 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 yeah. Wonderful. So, like what I was saying, if you want your country to change, you will be the one to change it, not the other way around. You understand? If you want your country to change, you should pick for the right leader and vote for the right leader. That is just the true fact. Without you having a good leader, your country can never change. It will remain the same and like that. So for you to make sure that your country have to change, you have to do that for yourself and vote for the right person. That is it. So always follow me and please, for those that watch me today, I really appreciate. I appreciate so much. Yeah. And by this time tomorrow I'll be coming to life again. And also please you subscribe. Like my videos, drop your comments, you subscribe. I appreciate so much for you all that has been watching me and be following me. I appreciate so much. Remain safe. Wow. Okay. That is how it is, man. Hey, hey, hey. It was great talking to you guys. Very, very great, man. Very great. You can always ask your question, drop your comments by asking your questions. You understand? So I'll be answering you guys in the comment section. I always reply. You understand? So you can drop your comment there. Always active. Eh, eh, eh. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. And all right, like how it's been done. You all stay safe. Now I'm going off.